Your own spirit is the unlimited potential upon which impressions are made. And if you can impress a mental imagery of you becoming completely free from panic attacks, then that is going to get outpictured into this three-dimensional world of mortality. 4 years ago, when I was training to become a doctor in Nepal, I didn't know about all of this spirit. I didn't know about what to impress in my own spirit. All I knew was how to set a goal and work towards that goal relentlessly. I believed that this world is completely material and there's a separation. Whenever you are a materialist, there's a separation. There's a separation between me, this body, and this thing because these two are matters. But if you can perceive, if you can conceive this universe to be absolutely spiritual, then there's no separation. Only one spirit is in this entire existence, and that one spirit has been manifesting itself into all the matter and into all the energetic forms that you can calculate and theorize using science. So when you know about this new thing, then automatically there's no separation. In a materialist point of view about this universe, there's a separation between you and your desired objective. And we have been socially conditioned to view this world in terms of lack, in terms of separation. We have been socially conditioned to view ourselves as we are here and our goal is here. And in order to achieve that goal, we need to work, we need to sweat, we need to be really cunning, we need to become competitive with others, we need to take a lot of stress in our body because there's a separation between where you are and what you want to experience. When you view this world as completely material, then you are naturally going to create all the negative emotions inside of your body. Because when you're working so hard to achieve money, to achieve status, then of course you're going to be angry at other people because they are also competing for the same thing. You're going to resent people because they have backstabbed you. You're going to feel a lot of competitiveness and jealousy because you see other people are doing well. Maybe you're going to hate some people because they betrayed your trust. But the body keeps score. The body, as your subconscious mind, is keeping score of all the emotion that you have ever felt in your life. And when you're socially conditioned to view this world as a world where you're separate from what you want to experience, then your body has been storing a lot of negative emotions for a very long period of time. And because of that, finally panic attack happened. Finally your body exploded. It's a warning from your body. Hey, brother, do not view this world as a completely physical universe because I can't take this anymore. I'm going to explode. It's a warning sign from your body. Now you need to change your perspective. You need to open your eyes to the real nature of this existence. The thing that you must understand and the thing that you must decondition yourself is this universe that you deem to be so physical in nature is completely immaterial. It is spiritual and mental. There's only one thing in this existence, and that is spirit. Everything that you can perceive through your five senses is a manifestation of that spirit in material form. This physical body is a manifestation of that spirit. This physical thing is a manifestation of that spirit. Underneath everything that you can perceive to be physical, there's a background of that spirit. And the reason why universe is mental is because if you can impress the mental imagery of whatever you want, in your case, freedom from panic attacks, if you can impress a mental imagery of you becoming free from panic attacks into your subconscious mind, then you are directly communicating with that one spirit and whatever you impress in your subconscious mind and communicate with that one spirit is going to get outpictured into this material world. Because out of that one spirit, everything arises. So if you can directly communicate with that one spirit, whatever you want will materialize into existence. This is the first thing that you must understand. We think social conditioning is only for making weak males in our society or to lead a lot of people into racism or classism, or people like Andrew Tate have been talking about how social conditioning has been keeping you trapped in the matrix, but this is the real social conditioning that you need to break out of. The social conditioning that has forced you into viewing this world as completely material. When you do that, you're separate from whatever you want to experience. When you are separate from whatever you want to experience, you work, you hustle, you sweat, you suffer. And all of that suffering, all of that stress has finally caused you all of this harm. Now you're hearing racing thoughts as soon as you wake up in the morning. Now your mouth is always dry, your heart is always pounding. You're always anticipating when the next panic attack is going to afflict you. But you can be completely free from all of this mental affliction in just 30 days. Because that's what happened to me. And if you listen to me throughout this video, you're going to go get the two principles that you need to drill inside of your head. And out of those three principles, you are also going to get how to do the 3-step simple meditative steps that are going to help you tremendously in order to get out of this panic attack. So, the second thing that you must understand is feeling is the secret of creating the life of your dreams. A Western spiritual leader, Neville Goddard, has a whole book written about this topic. Feeling is the secret. Now, what you must understand is whatever the type of feelings that you impress in your subconscious mind, that's the type of life experience you are going to get. Right now, if you just close your eyes for 10 minutes, you are going to see that your mind has a lot of bad feelings, a lot of negative feelings, anxiety, worries, concern, future terrible anticipation, anger, resentment, jealousy, hatred, all of these things. This is making you a magnet for crappy situations in your life, crappy events in your life. Your body's health is going to deteriorate simply because you have impressed negative feelings in your subconscious mind. Your life events are always going to be negative because you are a magnet for negativity. Whatever the type of emotion that you feel, similar types of experience is going to find you. So if you learn how to cultivate elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment before wonderful things actually happen to you in your real life, if you just learn how to cultivate all these wonderful emotions ahead of the actual wonderful experience, then you become a magnet for all the amazing experience, including freedom from panic attacks. So understand these two things. Universe is spiritual and mental, and feeling is the secret of creating the life of your dreams. And you will know why you are doing the 3 simple steps of meditation. Now, out of these 2 principles, there are 3 simple steps of meditation. The first step of meditation is Yoga Nidra. People like Dr. Andrew Huberman have been calling this Yoga Nidra as non-sleep deep rest protocol, but it is just yogic sleep. What happens is when you do Yoga Nidra, you're closing your eyes, you're relaxing your body, and you're rotating your awareness all over your body until you achieve a state of relaxation. If you get really good at this, your body is going to go into a light sleep, but your mind will be alert. And that is when your brain is going to produce alpha waves and theta waves, which are really coherent and beautiful. Right now, you're watching me on a phone or a tablet or a computer and you're producing beta waves because you need to absorb this information, whatever I'm saying to you. When you're super stressed in your life, when you're having anxiety, when you're having panic attacks, when you're worried, when you're concerned, when you're hating someone, when you're resenting someone, when you're competing with someone, your brain is producing high beta waves, which are not really good to create the life of your dreams. But when your brain is producing coherent alpha waves, your brain will naturally start to visualize and create wonderful mental imagery. And when your brain is producing theta waves, all the visualization, all this creative imagination is going to get right into the subconscious mind. Because when your brain is producing theta waves, the door between the conscious mind and subconscious mind is wide open. Your conscious mind, which is mostly in this prefrontal area of your brain, is really good at visualizing things. But that visualization, that imaginal act, must be impressed into your subconscious mind. Only then you're going to communicate with that spirit, with that source energy, with that cosmic consciousness, and all of your visualization will come to life. So, I have a link on how to properly do yoga nidra on this description box. Check that out. After you do this yoga nidra, what you need to do is you start to imagine, because your brain now starts to imagine wonderful things, is able to imagine wonderful things. So take advantage of this wonderful property of your brain after doing yoga nidra. What you're going to imagine is you're already the type of person that you want to be, and you're already doing the things that you want to do. Right now, when you're afflicted with panic attacks, there are several things that you cannot do. Do all of those in your imaginal act. Declare yourself to become completely free in your imaginal act. Now that you have become this amazing upgraded version of yourself who is completely free from panic attacks, imagine what are the things that you're going to see in this new world of yours. What are the things that you're going to hear, smell, taste, and feel? Involve all the sensory modalities into your imaginal act. Maybe you're going to see a world where now you're going to go to places that previously used to trigger your panic attacks, and now you're suddenly there in your imaginal act, and you're cracking jokes, you're having fun with your friends and family, and your friends and family are complimenting you on how you are so relaxed and stress free these days. And they are even asking you, how did you change so fast? Maybe in your imaginal act, you can teach some of your friends and family members, guys, this is the secret of changing your mental health. You just need to do yoga nidra, visualization, and embracing the feelings of your visualization. You can teach your friends and family in your imaginal act how to change your life. Because what you're going to do in your imaginal act is everything that will signify to your subconscious mind that you have now changed. Because right now you're not going to say to your friends and family, guys, this is how you change your mental health. They're not going to trust you. Only when they can see that you're a completely changed individual, they are going to listen to you, whatever you have to say about upgrading your mental health. So start to imagine that you're already giving your friends and family advice on how to upgrade their mental health, on how to get rid of anxiety, on how to completely overcome panic attacks. Right now, if you're avoiding coffee and maybe wine because you're afraid of panic attacks and anxiety, start to smell the aroma of coffee in your imaginal act and say to yourself in your imaginal act, finally, I can smell the aroma of coffee again. I can drink coffee again. I can drink a little wine again. Maybe you're avoiding dating right now. Start to date someone who is beautiful and amazing in your imaginal act. Start to hear your romantic partner say to you, you're so peaceful and so relaxed. Start to hear them compliment you. Start to do everything in your imaginal act that you currently cannot do. This is the secret of changing your life, because what you're doing is, when you're imagining all these wonderful things and providing all the sensory vividness to your imaginal act, your brain cannot distinguish between what an imagined act is and what an experience that you have in this three-dimensional world of mortality is. So, when you're imagining all these wonderful things happening to you, your brain is going to create neural networks that reflect like whatever you have imagined is actually happening to you in real time. Now, the third step is mental rehearsal of whatever you have imagined. Simply mentally rehearse all this imaginal act over and over and over again, because with enough mental rehearsal, the neural network starts to become hard, set, and permanent. And when that happens, the neural network is going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. Now, your body is suddenly going to feel all the emotions that are equivalent to your imaginal act due to these chemicals. Because your imaginal act signified that you have now completely become free from panic attacks and everything in your life is wonderful, you are going to feel the equivalent emotions of joy, gratitude, and empowerment. And these feelings are the secret of breathing life into your imaginal act. So, what you need to get really good at is becoming able to sustain these elevated emotions for a long period of time. Because right now, you can just be anxious and worried and concerned for no reason. Because what you have done for a very long period of time is practice imagining the worst case scenarios of your life and unconsciously or consciously emotionally embrace all of them. Now just do the opposite. You have the wonderful tools, these three simple tools: Yoga Nidra, visualization, and mental rehearsal of the visualization until you start to embrace the emotions of that imaginal act. This is how you change your life. Please understand. And the single most important thing that you must take away from this video is the best time to change yourself is as soon as you wake up in the morning or as you go to bed at night. Because these are the two times, these are the two windows where your brain is naturally trying to produce alpha waves and theta waves, because you have just opened your eyes or you're just going to fall asleep. So your brain is naturally producing this slow, coherent brain waves. So do these three simple steps as soon as you wake up in the morning and as you go to bed at night, and you're going to change rapidly. That people are going to say to you, are you taking some kind of wonderful drug that you have managed to become so free from anxiety and worry and panic attacks in such a short amount of time? Your friends are going to be surprised at how quickly you have managed to completely change yourself. Your family members are going to stop worrying about you and start to just respect you even more. Isn't that wonderful? And what you can do is just do these three simple steps even whenever free time you get during the day. Because the more you do this, the more you show up, the more proficient you get at doing these three simple steps. And you need to get really good attention span, because you need to have a good hold, good focus on whatever you have imagined to derive feelings from it. If your attention span is cooked or fucked or just bad, you cannot hold your attention on a particular imaginary scenario that signifies that your life is wonderful. Whenever you imagine that your life is wonderful, your attention will naturally wonder, oh my God, what if I have another panic attack? Oh my God, what if that person betrays me again? Oh my God, what if that business fails again? But no, the more you do these three simple steps, the more your attention is going to get just immersed into this wonderful imaginal act that signifies to your subconscious mind that you're now free from panic attacks. So, do these three simple steps every day. at least 3 times a day, and you will change rapidly. If you can just land this imaginal act into your subconscious mind, change can happen overnight. It's that effective, but your attention span needs to be properly developed. So, this is how you change your life. And I have explained this in so many of my videos. But if you still want my one-to-one online coaching, I can help you. Message me on my Gmail or my WhatsApp, which are linked in the description box and the pinned comment section down below. Remember, sky's the limit once you truly know how to relax, imagine correctly, and feel the emotions of your desired imaginal act correctly. So, right now, if you're currently struggling with panic attacks and you have someone in your life who is currently struggling with panic attacks, send them this video, because this video will literally save them so many hours of their life and so much dollars, because you do not have to spend money on drugs and therapy sessions. All you need to do this is these 3 simple steps and you will change your life. Subscribe and I will see you in the next video.